What is up, YouTube? How's everybody doing tonight? It's nice, just one of them days for me. You ever have one of them days just like she just stayed in bed? Probably should have, but I didn't. Had too many things to do today. Looks like my green screen's a little bit fluttery tonight. Not sure why. Let's see if we can make it better. That's better. I need a shave. I need a haircut. Eh, well, it'll have to be this next week sometime. My barber won't be back until Tuesday, so I guess that won't be working until about then. Been doing a little bit of painting, but busy because I had to bring Nancy and Kirsten to the airport today too, so we had to get ready for that. Traffic was pretty bad in Gainesville, bringing her in, and raining like crazy. There were several spots that were just a downpour. It was just miserable. But, that's just the way it goes. Let's see who's online. I don't see anybody online today so far. Let me see. Check the phone here. And of course, it helps if I turn the Wi Fi on, I guess, on the phone. That usually helps. That usually helps. Well, same old thing here. I don't see anybody on yet. Surprised Ken's not on yet. Ken don't appear to be on yet either. My goodness. Oh, Recon. Well, if that ain't the first time I've ever seen that. Almost had a stroke seeing Recon in here first. Good gravy. Ken's normally the one that's first. Although once in a great while, ASD will make it before Ken. Been having a hell of a time with cameras tonight. Just tell you what, one of them days I just shouldn't have got the heck out of bed. No, I didn't end it. It's just lagging like crazy. Lagging like crazy as always. Poor 0.25 download, 1.52 upload. Upload is great, but the download is horrible. And it's still on. I'm just using the smaller camera. I think I'll drop it down to 480. Maybe that'll help. So it won't lag so much. Okay. Whatever you want to do. Welcome back. I think I see you here. Maybe not yet. My wife logged in, so maybe not. Getting these little bit of lagging issues tonight again. Upload went down. It was over a megabit per second. Download is 0.25. Upload is 0.50. It's going to have to improve some more, that's for sure. And it hasn't yet, so we'll see. We'll see. It probably didn't help any anyway, Recon, did it? Coming back in. Been a rotten day. What's up, ASD? Got some rotten internet tonight, I'll tell you that much. No, it's not you, man. Well, I'm only broadcasting at 720. Now I'm only doing it at 480 at the moment. I dropped it down to 480 so that hopefully it would stop lagging so bad for you. Working on a new video, ASD? That's good. As I was saying earlier, this is one of the days that I should have just stayed in bed. Of course, I didn't sleep much last night, so it would have made no difference. But I didn't have time to do nothing today. I had to bring Nancy and Kirsten to the airport, so I didn't get a chance to shave or nothing tonight or anything. Just blah, just the way I am. I wish Ken was here, but he's not here. So just in case, you might see him when you're on live somewhere else if you don't show up tonight, Ken. But I'll put a message out anyway. But I will not be here Sunday because I'll be at the airport picking up Nancy because she's coming back from Mississippi. She went up to Mississippi to Trinity's house to bring Kirsten. So she flew up with her because she didn't really want her flying by herself. So she's flying back in Sunday. So she don't come in until like 11:30, 12 o'clock Sunday night, midnight. So I'll be at the airport. I won't be on live. Just so you all know that. I've been working on another painting too, but it's kind of it's not one I can show because it's a private painting for a friend. Doesn't pay much, but it's probably something. I brought me a cold drink out, but I had to go back in and get some damn coffee. I tell you what, need something to perk me up. Before the live here, I fell asleep in the chair watching TV with Frances. She woke me up. I come out here and lo and behold, I have friggin' camera trouble again, which is a royal pain in the butt. I'm on the 720p Logitech right now, the C270, but my 920 is just fights with it for some reason. Never used to, but for some dang reason it does now. The 920 sometimes is a son of a gun to get it to work. Well, that's good. I'm glad I'm making some commercials off you. I'm making one out of Frances right at the moment. I exited her and went back in. Hell, I might do that again. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll see if she can make another one for me. Although usually when I go back in, it just continues where it left off. No problem, AST. Go for it. Yeah, man. I'm still waiting to collect your late fee from the last time you were over half an hour late. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I don't know if he's having any phone problem or internet problem or what. Maybe both. Maybe he found your old phone that don't work. Huh. You tell that to Recon ASD. Tell him he needs to be on time. Give him the devil. Of course, Taco Bell and Wendy's and Pizza Hut will lose some business, but maybe you need some tablet lessons, Recon. Just saying. I don't know. Turn the sensitivity down so it's not so sensitive. Oh, nonsense. If I had your money, I could throw mine away. But wait a minute, I don't have any to throw away anyway. I couldn't go to the next town over if it cost a quarter to go around the world. Heck, I'm reduced to this. Let's see. That's my bank now. That's how much I got. That's my bank. It's all pennies and nickels. Oh, excuse me. So don't whine to me about not having any money. Ha ha. What's more than I'm eating? You see me eating anything? I don't even have money to eat. I'm lucky to eat once a day. I don't get to go to Taco Bell's or Wendy's or any of them places anymore. If I have any bread, that's if I have any bread, I find something in the refrigerator. Hopefully, they don't have too much mold on it, and throw it on the bread, and that's my sandwich for the day. Yeah. I do have the main ingredient though, coffee. Oh, this Velvet, she actually joined us. She's at the house with my wife. I was surprised she joined. Welcome, Velvet. Well, I think she's at the house still. I don't know. If it's plugged in, you should be able to type something. I have a charger right there at the table that probably fits your phone. Oh, by golly, you're right, Recon. I went out with Francis's name, went back in, and did play another commercial. Hey, I could do this all night for the next hour. I'll just keep the commercials playing. I like it. I love it. I need another phone to do that with. Just keep going back out and go back in and keep playing commercials for the next hour or so. What the heck? Why not? Have an hour of commercials. Minnie did say something to me on the forums. I can't remember what it was on the last video. I guess she watches the. Basically, she still watches the live later on. I'm sure she's having a ball with her granddaughter. Well, that's all right, you know. We're so poor. Last night, Francis and I had to split a chicken leg. When with both of us, we had to split it with Milo, with our dog. So one chicken leg for three people. I changed the settings back to 720. We'll risk it and see what happens. The green screen was looking too crappy. But Milo does share his water dish with us, so we have to share what little bit of food we have with him. You know, but he does share the water out of his dish with us. I tell you what, the download on my internet is not budging. It's staying at a rock solid 0.25. But the upload goes up and down. It's up to 1.07 upload. That's an okay upload. Nothing to write home about, but better than it normally was. But the downloads, I don't know why the download speed's gone down so much. Maybe Ken had to go somewhere or do something and didn't tell us. Of course, I was off yesterday, although he did comment when I told him that I was going to be offline last night. Well, since it was 25 years ago, maybe it won't taste the same. Taste buds kind of change when you get older a little bit. You know, some things you like when you get older that you didn't like when you were younger. And just the opposite. There's things I don't like now that I did like when I was younger. Of course, when you're old and poor like I am, you like just about anything you can get. So, you know, don't matter. No, just two people. Just me and my wife split a chicken leg, and the dog. The dog had to have some too, you know. So that's we split the chicken leg with the dog. I think the dog got most of it. We got a little piece each, but the dog got most. We didn't give him any of the green beans though. He didn't seem to care for those too much. So we got to split what green beans were left. We got a piece of bread too, but it was about a week old. But it was all right. It wasn't moldy or nothing. Kind of stiff, but got a little bit of butter on it anyway. We even found a little bit of leftover barbecue sauce to put on it. You know, that works pretty good, Recon. Shoot, I left, came back in with Francis's name, and I've been running commercials now for a while. Nope, ain't got paid nothing yet. Big big baller. You don't make nothing unless you got 50 or 60, 70,000 subscribers and you got thousands of views every time you do a video. You ain't making nothing with what little bit we're doing. There's nothing there. And in fact, for an example, that last painting I did, I think it got about 23 views or something like that. The amount of money I made on ads and people watching it was 18 cents. 12 cents or 18 cents. So doing that painting, I got back 12 or 18 cents, whatever it was. But basically, I lost money because, the canvas and the paint and all that stuff. And the 21st, I doubt I'll get paid. It probably won't be until the following month. It's usually they're not on a very good schedule. They really aren't. I've been told that by many people. I've seen people that said they had the $100 and they still waited several months, 3 or 4 months before they ever got it. YouTube is not reliable about as far as putting out on a regular basis. Now, if you were making a good amount every single month, which I wasn't, because I didn't make enough to get anything until this month. Well, I tell you what, I've talked to some already that they waited months to get paid. Yeah, well, that's good, ASK. I'm glad they are. But YouTube, I've talked to many people. I've even read it. I mean, people have even done videos about it. Look it up, Recon. People complain about it. And they don't understand why it takes them 2 or 3 months to pay you. Well, I mean, I don't know. Today's what? The 19th or 19th, whatever it is. I'll know. Well, Sunday would be the payday if it's the 21st, but so you probably wouldn't get it till Monday anyway. I doubt it. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not expecting it. I don't expect it until the next month, October, maybe November. It would be great if I do get it this month, but I doubt it. I think you'll find you're a month or two behind all the time. Now you get somewhere like AR Platinum that's makes a lot of money. You know, his is his is his what he gets this month was it could be a couple months ago. Yeah, my first pay, I guarantee you it's going to be late. I have no doubt, none, no doubt. In fact, I even went back into Google to make sure my my payment stuff is correct, so they could pay me with no problem. My banking info and all that stuff. I made sure that was all correct. Address was changed and all that stuff. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I'm hoping one of the lucky ones that will get it. We'll see. And it also depends on when the cutoff time was and all that stuff. I may not have had the $100 by the cutoff time. Might have been in the middle of the month and I didn't have enough. So then we'd go another month before it would come out. You know, it's like working a job. Depends on when you start working, when you get paid, and whether they hold back a week or 2 weeks or whatever, depending on when you get paid. Like even Brad, I mean, Brad was making pretty decent money when he did the Millionaire Book Scratcher. He was, he was up to making a, a pretty decent, a little bit of amount. When I don't know what the exact amount was, but I'm sure it was decent. Um, I'm sure he had to wait a number of months before he started getting paid. Of course, he still had to build his up. 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours and all that stuff. So that probably took months to do that. Yeah, I made enough to pay him, but it may not be. It may have been past the deadline for this last pay period or whatever. We'll see. Yeah, I definitely could use it too. That it's not much, but that $100 will help us a lot right now. Because I know dang well we need some gas for the camper for cooking. We're on the second tank that was there, and they weren't full. I know that, but I know that last tank is getting down pretty low. We won't be cooking nothing pretty soon if I can't get some gas pretty soon. And they're older tanks, so they have to be inspected, which is $15 a piece. They're 10-gallon tanks, so I would imagine them two tanks getting filled up and inspected. They're going to be, probably going to take most of that $100. But we'll see. You know, we'll see. I mean, it's going to help. You know, now that we've got some members, we got ASD as a member. My daughter Nancy got 2 memberships, one for her, one for Kirsten. Trinity's getting a membership. She hasn't yet, but she is. And who else got a membership? And mine went blank. Oh, Tracy. Tracy has a membership. So, I mean, that's not a lot, but that right there is like $20 a month altogether. Then with Trinity, that'd be a little bit more, you know. That's why I'm pushing the membership, because at least at $20 a month, I'll get $100 a year anyway. You know, twice a year I'll get $100, basically. Well, somewhere close to that, maybe less. You know, with stickers that people throw out, you know, super chat, whatever, and what little bit of ad revenue there is. Ad revenue is very little. That's because most people don't watch all the video for the ads, and I don't blame them. But you know, that's the way it works. Well, get her done. That's all I can say. Excuse me. I did find out one thing though, which I was surprised. I might have mentioned this before, but I love to go fishing, and I found out. Actually, it's been weeks ago I found out, so I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I didn't. I wasn't sure. I had to look it up. But at 65, you don't have to pay for a fishing license anymore. How great is that? I can, whether salt water or fresh water, um, hunting free. I don't have to pay for a hunting license anymore, which I haven't had one in a number of years. But since I've had one numerous times, I don't have to worry about going to the hunter safety class and all that. It's already done. So I can go hunting or fishing without paying for a license. But for the fishing, there's certain fish you got to tag. I don't know what the heck they are. Probably nothing I ever caught, but because I don't worry about anything that's giant, big fish, you know. But the biggest thing I ever caught was like bluefish up in Maine. I got pictures of bluefish I caught that were like 30, 40 pounds. Yeah, I'm not real crazy about Walmart much anymore. It's just, I mean, it's okay, but there's so many rude people in there, and a lot of the people that even work there are rude. So I'm a very blunt person. I'm not one of the people you can be rude to and not expect me to say something back, because I probably will. So anyway, I want to go fishing. Then I remembered, crap, my fishing poles were one of the first things I put in that damn storage shed thing we got over here. That's actually an old bread truck, huge, but that's what we're using for a storage shed, an old bread truck. I'm like, dang, why didn't I think to put that in the RV? I got this giant area for storage under the RV. It's part of the RV. It's enormous. In fact, when I saw it, when I first got this RV, I was amazed how much storage there was under this fifth wheeler. I mean, it's freaking huge, the amount of storage under it. I've got all my power tools under there, which I had a lot of them. They all fit under there. You know, all my hand tools, power tools, whatever, they all fit under there. Not my big toolbox, just the power tools, you know, sanders, my grinder, my skill saws and saber saws and all that stuff. Uh, Chainsaw and uh, the blower, air blower, and all that stuff. Got tons of stuff in there. Still got room. I did remember to put my tackle box on there, which is a really big one, good size, really big tackle box. But I put the dang fishing poles, every single one of them, in that storage shed. So now I've got to unload it just to get to the fishing poles. In fact, my wife and I and Nancy were talking about. Nancy loves to fish. We were talking about just the other day that how we'd all like to do some fishing. My wife's not that much on fishing, but she will, especially if it's off like the dock in Cedar Key, because that's a good environment. There's always a really nice breeze on the dock, so you don't have to worry about the bugs and everything. And it's a pretty strong breeze normally, but you can get sunburned pretty easy because that wind is keeping you pretty cool, and the sun is kind of baking you still. But so you gotta be careful about that. But wear a hat. But anyway, it'd be nice to go do some fishing down there. But the new dock, one of the hurricanes took the old dock down, which was the new dock they put way up higher. It's a metal one. But it goes way on out. But you really need one of them drop nets that you drop with a rope to lift your fish up with if it's of any size, very big at all. Me and a buddy of mine, we got one. We went half and half on one. They were about $30. So we went fishing together a lot. But he died, and he had the net. So I can't get it. Even though I paid for half of it, I can't get it. That means I have to get another one. Dang it. That's why I like to go into half with somebody buying something. Something happens to the other person or whatever, and they've got it, you lost it. Should have bought your own. Velvet, you still with us? Are you at the house still, Velvet? Or are you over at Jennifer's? I guess Ken's not going to join us tonight. I was hoping he might actually show up late, but evidently not. Oh, you're back? Okay, ASD. Welcome back. Yeah, we're showing 5 people here. I'm not sure who else is in here. Maybe it could be Jennifer, but she was at the house too. But they just left, whoever it was. We got 6 thumbs up today so far, 6 likes. I think something must have changed, Recon, because it used to be when you went into, well, I think it might be the same way when it's just a video, once the live is done. But I never noticed on the live that every time you leave and go back in, you got to watch a commercial. I never noticed that before. If I had, I'd have been watching a lot of commercials while I'm doing the lives. I've already ran this thing through about 3 times, and it shows a lot of commercials if you don't mess with it, which is great. I like it. If I had another phone, I'd be doing 2 of them while I'm doing the live. Get some advertising bucks. That's how some of the channels get some of their people, is they actually pay. It's not a lot of money, but some people actually do pay uh, to advertise their channel with YouTube. That's how they get more people in. Well, there's a hold on YouTube too. You got to get $100 minimum on YouTube, and I haven't had it that long. That's why I was telling Recon. It depends on when the cutoff time is. If the cutoff time was before I hit the 100, then it's automatically going to go to the next month, maybe even the month after. So we'll see. I don't know what the date is for the cutoff time, and I don't remember what date it was that I hit $100. So that's why everything is kind of iffy. Whether I'll get it this month or the next month or the month after, I don't know. We'll find out. Two love bingos you haven't started, yeah. Uh, are you still eating? And two $5 crosswords earlier and lost. See, one of them $5 crosswords you could have just forgot about one of those, and you could have got a $4.99 membership. So you'd have gone without one $5 crossword every month, and you'd have had your membership. Simple. And since you're losing the money anyway, you might as well give it to me. And then I could have got two chicken legs this month. Yeah. There you go. Although actually I did get two chicken legs. My wife I gave her the bigger one because I'm not a real big fan of chicken. I mean, I'll eat it, but I'm not a big fan of it. And my appetite hasn't been that much lately, so I haven't been eating that much. I actually think I gained some weight back because for a while there I was eating a lot of them freaking apple pies, and I was bringing junk out here to the studio, eating junk while I was doing the live, and I think it finally started to accumulate. So I haven't been bringing stuff out so often anymore. Haven't had any to bring out anyway. What happened to them? They probably lost all their money and never got paid. Wouldn't surprise me a bit. Would not surprise me at all. You're pretty much at YouTube's mercy, without a doubt. Who's going to fight a $1 billion company? You know, you ain't going to win. They got banned. There you go. There you go. Yep. Well, they may not have gone about it in the right way. You know, they may have let their anger get away from them and say things that they probably shouldn't have said instead of trying to work it out. Because I think YouTube, for the most part, tries not to, they don't ban people unless they have to. Usually it's a reason. Yeah, I was hoping Tracy would come on every night too, but being a security guard, I think he's a supervisor now, a sergeant or something like that. He's armed. Um, they get him going on like a rotating shift or something. So we may see him for a while, then we won't see him for a while. I think it'll go back and forth. Yeah, I don't know. You got to be careful with, you've got to make sure you read all your agreements with YouTube, whether you agree with them or not. It's their terms of service, so you've got to make sure you follow that terms of service to the letter. And there's a lot of reading to do. You got to really read quite a bit. I mean, a lot of it's all common sense, but you've got to follow it to the letter. And there's proper ways to do stuff like, um, Even AR Platinum, they took his away for a while. Um, he wasn't getting paid or nothing. And what did they do with him? They said something was said that was wrong or something, or some reason they gave him a big problem, which was costing him a lot of money. He had to go about it in the right way. He had to be nice about it and get their attention and get somebody to talk to him. And they finally straightened it out, but it took him a couple of weeks to get it taken care of. And Brad had the same thing. They, demonetize you all of a sudden for something and you don't know what. You got to find out what's going on and get it corrected. Yeah, Tracy's a good guy. I've known Tracy for 20 years. From back in the Quake days. He's a good guy. He's as faithful as a hound dog. Hope he's watching this. I mean, he's very loyal to his friends. He really is. Very loyal, excuse me. Can't ask for a better friend. He's just that loyal. But he's got a great sense of humor. At least he always has with me, You can take a joke. Obviously, y'all have seen me joke with him quite a bit. But he'll give it right back to you. And, he supports the channel right off. He came in, he jumped in and started supporting the channel right off. He definitely likes to belong to something like this. And he has no problem supporting it. Of course, he knows me. He knows I always try to do the best I can with what I got. And I do. I always try to give the best I can with what I've got. Oh, yeah? Well, that's nice. That's nice. You never know. ASD, I've been scratching tickets. I mean, I admit there was sometimes periods of time for years I didn't scratch any, but all the way back, probably 30 years ago or more, 35 years ago, back I think in New Hampshire, I started scratching tickets that were like, I think all there really was like the dollar tickets, and there might have been a 5 or something, I don't know, or 2, I don't know, but for a lot of places I went to, they just had the dollar ones. They're the cherries. Recon, might remember, I don't know. Back then, you got 3 cherries and you won. I mean, that's really basically what a lot of places had was a 3 cherry one. You had to get 3 cherries to win. And I tell you what, I was pretty lucky with it too. I mean, I hit 100 on that in little tickets many times, 50, 25, whatever. It seemed like I used to win more a long time ago when it was just the $1 tickets. But I never thought I'd ever hit a claimer because it just seemed like I never would, because I mean, I've scratched it for years now. Probably the last 10 years I've scratched quite a bit when we were at the group home still. I didn't think I'd ever hit a claimer. In fact, for all those years, I never hit a 500. Most I ever hit was like $100. I might have hit a 200 once, which was actually on a dollar ticket. I hit a $200 ticket, which really put me into shock. That's a big win for a dollar ticket. And I saw people and talked to them all the time in this area that would say, yeah, I hit 500 there, I hit 500 there, I hit 1,000. I know this other guy, he hit 5,000. He had a $2,000 or $3,000 home, one or two of them. And he didn't even play all that many, but he consistently played a $20 ticket, like a gold rush or something. And he hit some pretty good ones. Until I hit that one claimer for $1,000, which is the $3 crossword. That's the first claimer I ever got. What was your claimer, Rick? Your claimer was what, $1,000? If I got a large donation myself, for one thing, I'd probably replace some damn cameras that don't work with the dam. And I sure as heck wouldn't get all Logitechs. I'd get a couple of different ones. Probably I'd invest in a laptop, so I could actually hook my Stream Deck to a decent laptop and move it to the other side where I could do painting um, with two or three different cameras at the same time. It's really difficult to do it from this side of the room on a full size computer. Probably I would definitely invest some of it into this right here. I'm sure I'd probably use some of it for other things like fixing my RV or whatever. But it would a lot of it would go back to the channel. Buy some paint, canvas, definitely, without a doubt, buy some paint and canvas. And probably a few brushes that are starting to get worn out. Lucky Sevens, yeah, they had those too. Yeah, yeah. I remember the Lucky Sevens and the cherry ones. In fact, my wife liked both of them, the Lucky Seven and the cherry. And back then, we didn't get a lot of them. It'd be like two or three of them. You know, when you went to the 7-Eleven store or whatever, little convenience store, and they give you back, say you bought something and you got back $2 or $3, you might just go ahead and get two or three tickets then. Not a lot of them, but just get lucky. That would cost quite a bit to move to another place with better internet. I mean, that is our ultimate goal eventually, is to be able to have uh, enough that we can eventually move and sell the RV probably and move it to another place, an apartment or something. Maybe find one of those senior citizen housing places where you can uh, get in there for a percentage of your money, your Social Security or whatever. And most of those places do have good internet. They usually have cable or something like that. But if I actually want enough myself, I'd just probably find a small trailer, a mobile home somewhere, or a piece of property with a light pole, a septic tank, and a well, or a property that had city water and sewer. I could put my RV on and move the RV there, and move my shed. If I had enough, I'd probably build a bigger one or add on to it, one or the other. But then I could get good internet and be on my own property instead of my daughter's. And of course, I'd pay off some bills too, without a doubt. Yeah, Recon Lucky Sevens and the cherries and I don't know what else there was back then. I don't remember them all. I don't know if they had a poker one or something or a high low number or something like that. It seems to ring a bell. I just don't remember ever buying anything over $1 way back then for a ticket. Never. I don't know if it's because they didn't have them or they weren't available or whatever, or that's all they had was the dollar ones. I just know I never paid more than $1 for a ticket for until the last 10, 15 years or whatever. So did you win over 1,000 on your claimer, recon, or was it just 1,000? I think I remember you telling me you got a claimer once, but I don't remember if it was 1,000 or 5,000 or what it was. See, I was shocked just hit the 1,000. A 5 or 10,000 probably give me a heart attack. I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember when Millionaire Book Scratcher was scratching, watching him, and he hit a number of them that were 1,000, 2,000, whatever, and more a few times. For some reason, I remember him hitting two claimers in one day once. I don't know if anybody remembers that or not, but I remember there was a book too, and he hit two claimers. It's all night here. I just checked again. The download is still 0.25. The upload went up to 1.14. That download is just stubborn. It just will not go up. Weird. That is really weird. Maybe I need to reset my modem or something. I don't know. I've got so I do it more often now. I'll reset that modem, hoping that I'll get a better connection. I must be really, really behind with you guys. I'm not seeing anybody typing anything, so must be way lagging behind. I don't know if Velvet's even on anymore. She must have logged off. I think it's just the three of us right now. Yeah, no one's typing, that's for sure. That's for sure. In fact, Brad hasn't even been here in a while. It's been what, a couple of weeks since Brad's been here, and I had to text him on the phone to get him to come over. He's probably been busy with that, getting that new place all straightened out with the contractors and whatever. I was a little surprised he did. There was a lot of work that he had to do there on that new place, but of course I don't know if all of it was needed to be done. He just wanted things changed to suit him, to suit them more, which is understandable. That's what I would do if I wanted the room to be a certain way. I'd probably make some changes. I'd probably do it myself, but that's just the way I am. But of course, if I could afford it, I'd probably hire a contractor too, depending on what the extreme was. Although I have a son that could do it very easily. He used to do contracting, so he would definitely do some renovations. He's one to help us with the RVs, so of course, we paid him, but he still did it. And he certainly did some extra things too for his mom. Oh, you made it back, Velvet? Are you still at the house? Are you still in the RV, or are you at Jennifer's? I asked if you were here earlier, so I saw that there was only 3 people, so I figured you lost connection or battery went dead or something. You're too late now. We're fixing to shut it down anyway. You drinking coffee? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I need to warm some up, so I hope there's some more in there. There better be. So if y'all drinking it, better make another pot. And my cup is empty. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm coming in to get some more coffee, so somebody better be making some. All right, guys, it's been well over an hour now, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down. I wish this connection would be better. I was hoping we'd get more people tonight, but I knew that Trendy wouldn't be on, or Nancy or Kirsten, because Kirsten finally got a new phone too. So, well, somebody better look like making another pot. That's all I can say. Like, real fast. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming. I appreciate you all coming. ASD, Recon, Velvet, appreciate you all coming. And don't forget, we'll be having them live tomorrow night, but we will not have live Sunday because I'll be at the airport picking up my daughter Nancy. Baby got your tablet, huh? All righty. Well, if you win, let us know, or let us know tomorrow night, one or the other. Yeah, that's great. Go ahead, get her done there, AST. I'm fixing to head in the house myself, though, and try to get some coffee. Somebody better be making some really fast. That's all I know. So y'all have a good night. We'll see you all later. Take care. If you have a live tonight, um, ASD, I hope it's a good one for you. Good night, guys. Give my little handshake wave.